So the Rockets are going to lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder and fall to 4-6 on the season. After how last year finished, I think a lot of people felt that this start was something that was not going to happen. But the defense is bad. The Rockets look like they don't have any chemistry at all. So many turnovers against the Thunder, and it's not. A lot of them are lazy turnovers as well. I think there is something to be said for the fact that the Rockets made it so close to beating the Warriors last year. But this year, they just don't have it. The team used up all that energy and emotion last year, and this year they've come out flat. I don't think there's any other way to say it than the Rockets are flat this year. They're not playing the same style of basketball that they did last year. Defensively, they're not the same. Offensively, they're not the same. And no, it's not a Carmelo Anthony thing. While Carmelo Anthony is bad, and I believe he's 0 for 9, 0 for 10 against the Thunder, but he's not the only problem. I think the Rockets thought that they could lose two key wing defenders and that they could replace them with just Joe anybody and that they would just chug along just fine. And that is 100% not the case. And on top of that, the cockiness that the Rockets had was that, you know what? We're going to not only get rid of these key wing defenders, we're also going to get rid of the guy who's run our defense for the past couple years. And those two things together have been very bad. So I think something drastic needs to happen to the Rockets. They're certainly in need of a shakeup. And you know what? This year just might not be able to be saved. And I think people need to understand that. People need to be aware of the fact that the Rockets might be a bottom 8 team in the West this year. If you remember a couple years ago when the Rockets fired Kevin McHale, that team was supposed to be a really good team. They came out flat, they fired Kevin McHale, and they just kind of coasted for the rest of the season. While the Rockets have a lot more talent this year than that team did, it's the same type of problem. The Rockets emotionally do not seem there, and unless something drastic changes, I think people need to be in for the fact that this is going to be a really tough season for the Rockets. Now that trade for Jimmy Buckets is still out there. That could still happen. There's probably other trades that Daryl Morey is drastically and frantically trying to make happen. And maybe the team needs something like that. Maybe the team needs to trade for another star just to try to get a boost, try to get some energy back into the team, because right now they are struggling, and it is not going to be a fun year for Rockets fans. So with that said, it's going to be a tough ride for the Rockets from here on in, and I'm interested to see how things change when Jeff Bledsoe gets back. But that's not till the end of the month, apparently. And the Rockets have a couple more games before he gets back, and they could be in really dire shape when Bledsoe gets back. And by the time he gets back, you know, it might be too late by then. So we'll see if the Rockets have any tricks up their sleeve before then. So I appreciate people for giving this a watch. My name is Josh Reese. Hopefully you enjoy my channel, and make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment.